everyone. Welcome back to An Accidental Retiree. I'm Tammy E, and this is week 8 of my first novel writing experience. And I am using a journal that Marissa Mohi created, and it's helping to guide my work. And I last week wasn't able to get very much done because I'm still getting over some kind of bug or something. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's getting there. Anyway, I will maybe update a little bit later today, or I'll update tomorrow with what I get accomplished today. I'm not sure what I will get accomplished. I'm still a little fatigued, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm hoping I get something done so I can update something and then, keep going this week. Anyway, I have goals this week to finish all of the outlining of the acts and the characters. If I get started on the actual writing, that'll be great, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, without further ado, here is the vlog for week 8. Hey everyone, I'm back and it's Tuesday of week 8. And I have tried this video. This is the 3rd or 4th try. There was always some technical issue that I did not like. Like last time I had the camera kind of posed this way, so that's not good. The first time, or I almost set it up, I noticed that I have a habit of putting my hair tie on my thumb like this, and there was hair and sunshine. It was just really bad. Anyway, so this is Tuesday, and I'm reporting on Monday of week 8. And I was working for a couple of hours last night, maybe 3, till my computer died. And I had to recharge it, on names yet. I'm still on names. I decided that I needed to have almost all the names, the main names that I would have in the whole series that covered my mom's side of the family primarily. But, I have to have my dad's side too. Anyway, so it's sort of like, because there are 2 books ahead of this one, if not 3, and then there'll be 3 or 4 books, maybe 5 behind it. It's kind of like in the midway point. And so, which means I'm going to have to, after I write this one, I have to go back and write a few others, and then I have to go forward. I'm going to do it that way so that kind of the first book that comes out, even though that won't be the first book I write, will be book 3, if that makes sense. But I might probably get Nancy and publish this one first because it's kind of like the most important chunk of the story. And I wanted to get that out there and published. So I don't know if I'm going to do the prequel sequel thing and then rebox them or whatever as a whole series, or what I'm going to do. I'll talk about that. My family advises me on that, especially my son and his wife are really supporting me in this effort. My husband, of course, always supports my writing. My daughter too, but not as much because she's so busy with her little baby, and well, he's not such much a baby anymore. He's a toddler. Anyway, so we're busy. Laundry there, ready to be put away. Clean laundry. So my house is home. Anyway, and we're still trying to get things organized because I was away for a whole year, and there was weddings that we prepared for, and I had been ill, and my mother was dying, and the house is not up to snuff at all to my standards. And then my daughter's marriage went awry, and she moved in with us, and so things aren't quite right. We've had a lot of movement in this house, a lot of moving parts, and it's life. It's clean but not too clean. Cluttered but not too cluttered. We're not at hoarder status, just in certain corners of the house. We're kind of decluttering, de-hoarding, whatever you want to say it. And it takes time. And No, I like to do other things other than that, so I stay sane, like writing. And so anyway, I didn't get real far yesterday. I did get the names pretty well done, so I'm almost ready to go back, relook at the scenes. I have to add a few other scenes that'll be in the book, and then get those acts sketched out, and then start bullet pointing the main things in some of the very first chapters, and I'll be able to start writing. I'm really hoping I can start writing by the end of this week. Am I going to get finished by July 5th? I doubt it. August 5th, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure if I should consider the April 5th the actual starting date or the May 5th, because it really took me a month to get my act together with the pre-writing and, getting in touch with that, because I've done smaller things, but I've never done something quite this huge. So, there's that. Anyway, and also it's different than if I were just writing one book. It was always a series that I had in mind, and yeah, it's, and it was the starting point of where should the book start. And I'm not sure if I'm not really actually doing 2 books right now, to be honest. So I'm going to just start writing once I get started and see, maybe I will have to make it into 2, which is fine because it's a series. It's fine. So I might be finished with the first book. That might be the way I get, by July 5th, but we'll see. And, maybe they should just be short novellas. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm very wordy. So, but I may have enough for one novel with just the 50s and not get into the 60s too much. So maybe that's the next part. And that's okay, because it'll be really very fictional. And I love it, and I'm enjoying it, and that's the main thing, especially since I'm technically retired from teaching, which was my career. But I always meant to write, so yeah, I became a writer because I thought I'd have longer summers like my mom did, but teaching changed by the time I entered the thing, and I didn't have any time at all in the summer, especially when I took a specialist position. So then I was busy, much more busy than classroom teachers in the summer, even though they're busy at home, always prepping. My mother was prepping at home too, just to get that clear. I knew there was prepping. It's just, you could do it at home. You didn't have to be in the school building. And now they have you do classes and stuff. And it's just different. And that's okay. I was able to get a master's degree during the time that I taught before I really got into being a specialist. So I was a Title I specialist. So I was like, yeah. Anyway, my career was different than my mother's, and that's okay. I enjoyed it. I would love to be teaching now, but my health didn't quite coincide with what they expected me to do. And I could have gone on, tried a different district, but my mother was ill with Alzheimer's, and so I stayed home, and now finally I have time to settle my mind enough that I could write. It took 8 years before I could do what I was planning on doing. Yeah. And I also was planning to start a jewelry business, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm still making jewelry for fun. I'm hoping to sell some eventually. Thing is, I kind of like everything I make, so then, I just still have an awful big collection at this point. I'll be making some, though. Anyway, this was Tuesday's vlog. A lot of other stuff in it that has nothing to do with writing. I will be writing a little bit later, and my grandson is starting to wake up from his nap, so It's time to get going on something. I will update you tomorrow on what I do Tuesday, and I'm sure I'll get some writing in. My husband will be home soon, and this is kind of my writing period, my creating period. I'll be able to do some crafting, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's still a good job. Hopefully my health will improve. I think my blood pressure medication could be off a little bit or something. But I'm also trying to work on my dieting thing, so that might play into it too. So it's summer. That's a good thing. See you in the next segment, which hopefully is Wednesday, but who knows? It's going to be a busy Wednesday. I don't know. Be a little different. This is Wednesday night, and I haven't done any writing yet today. I'm not sure if I will. Last night I worked for 4 hours, again on names, but I got a lot of thinking about the story, and that's always good. And it's becoming more and more fictionalized. I'm excited. I can't wait to get down some of these ideas and have the time to do that. Maybe I'll get a little more done tonight, but I'm still not done with all those names. So, but it's kind of weird because I'm doing like 6 books with these names, but I need to because they may thread through. So it's a little different than the 90-day diagram would be for a 90-day novel. So in that perspective, it isn't working, but that's okay because it's all learning and it's still good for me. It's still working to use it. It's a nice journal so far in getting some things, and I'll show you some of the things that I've done in the journal in a future segment or another video, but I am using it. So, and 90 days is July 5th. This is May 24th. So, I apologize for the weediness. I don't have it on a stand right now, but just wanted to do a quick update for Tuesday's work. I'll let you know tomorrow on Thursday what I did today, if I did anything. So this is Friday night. Thursday I didn't get much done at all. My daughter was home, off from work and stuff, and I even had the house to myself a little while because my grandson had an evaluation for his preschool, but I didn't feel like doing anything on Thursday. This evening, though, Friday, I did feel like working a little bit. I kicked myself in the rear in gear because I really kind of was still tired. But I worked for about 3 or 4 hours, no, something like that. I finished the names. I still have things, when I get into the 70s that I would probably add some more names and stuff, but I've got a good working list of characters that will come in and out. And the cool thing is that as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to combine these people these characters that I knew are real life people that are inspiring me, and putting them together, and I'll probably weave it so it's a little more seamless, which that's how fiction is. Some people craft me. I'm crafting my fiction, and it will probably evolve into something quite different than any events that really happened in my life, or some of the events will probably, or situations will probably be in there, but it'll be a different swing on them, different, totally different story. Anyway, which that's why it's going to be fiction. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it feels good to have that part done, and I emailed it to myself so I won't completely lose it because I didn't feel like printing it tonight, and we're good. This is a book that I talked about And my goal this weekend is to really peruse this and look this over, because I will be starting typing next week, for sure. I will be, outlining some chapters, probably early part of next week, and I'll be starting to get into it. So I'm really excited about that. So, but before I do that, I want to make sure it's kind of formatted correctly, so I have the right margin sizes and stuff before I even get started, so I don't have to redo a whole lot later on. And there's probably different formatting for different, like paperback or, Kindle, that kind of thing. And I'm going to format it for a paperback probably. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. That's what I'm going to be doing, is learning in the next couple of days. And this is the long Memorial Day weekend, so I really won't be starting until Tuesday. But hopefully I'll get enough done throughout the weekend, off and on, that on Tuesday I'll be able to actually start typing. And I will be showing you my little jump drive that I have, because I'm going to save some things on a jump drive. And I found a really pretty one, and I have a little story about that. So I'll probably do that, like at the end of this video, when I update tomorrow and Sunday, and then I put it together, and it'll be up on Monday or Tuesday, because of the weekend. I don't know if I'll put it up on Monday, but it'll be ready to go on the work week. So, and this is week 8, but I'll be really in week 9 when it goes up, because you're seeing it a week behind. Well, we'll see you. It's Sunday night, and I just wanted to do the last update. I have all of my names done. I still need to double check that I don't have any doublings of first names, but so far, and I've learned how to do that easily, so that alone was worth it. I've also gotten through that book I showed you, quite a bit of it, and then I also found a wonderful article on how to format. So once I have the outline of the 2 or 3 more acts, I guess it is, and I've started the outline for the first chapter, or I've finished that outline for the first chapter, maybe the second, I can start actually word processing this week. Hopefully this next week, the 9th week or the 10th week. By the 10th week, it will be happening. I know that. So I am excited about that. Getting this done in 90 days, I don't know. I'm going to go back and try to chart what I've really not been through. I don't work every day. So, but I do know what days I have worked easily, because I can go back to these videos. So I'm going to chart those, and we'll count those 90 days. So it probably won't be until mid-July, August, by the time I'm finished, not the 5th of July. That's never going to be, because that wouldn't even be 90 days that I worked on it. So there's that part of it. And, it's all in how everyone else works too. I work a little bit slower because this is the first time I'm doing it, and I also have, a lot of other things going on in my life. I do have this YouTube channel, and I color a plethora of things. And so there's that. I did manage to do colors for, the inspiration, but I don't want to do too much in terms of pictures and so on. The chart I worked on really is giving those little information pictures, because, there are people in my life that will be modeling these characters, and I probably will end up combining different people that I know to create one character for a purpose in the story. So, but this is really great, because I've got a plethora of, that's my fantastic fun word for tonight, of character names, and those will inspire me for many different stories, not just for this book that I'm working on. Anyway, so, it's kind of like the brainstorming part of this novel. So that's done. I'm feeling pretty good about what I accomplished this week. And I'll show you those colors in the book that I I did, but I don't want to do too much in terms of cutting and pasting and doing that kind of stuff because I want to get into the actual writing. So, I don't want to, I can go back to do those things if I get stuck, which I will. So that's a cool thing is I have that plan. So the planner is working for me, but I use it in my own way, which everybody will, I'm sure. So anyway, we will see you in week 9. This is the end of week 8's vlog, and I'll finish it off here. I hope you enjoyed this vlog for week 8 of my writing journey for my first novel. Please join me for other videos. I have a variety of content. If you like this video, don't forget to put the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And until next time, bye-bye. Have a great week, and God bless. See you soon.